Hi everybody. This is Sparkling Unicorn. Um, Today I am doing a safety video for drivers. Warning, this content may upset other viewers. So please, if you have young teenage children that are on their L plates and about to start learning to drive, please sit with them and watch this video. Because this highlights the dangers of our roads, because of this highlights the dangers of road accidents in our nation. Um, I was on my way home from a day trip with my family to visit my grandmother, who I hadn't seen for over 4 months. A week or so ago on Sunday, and we were driving back to where I live with my parents. Um, Dad decided to take a different way home because he wanted to try a different way. Luckily, he did, because the road we would have taken, there was a really serious car accident that had more car. There was about 5, 6 cars involved. Um, there were more than one ambulance there. There was 5 to 6 ambulances. One flew past us like a bat out of hell. So basically, the road toll is rising, and if we don't stand together and band together as one to stop people dying on our roads, including our young people, no matter how invincible you may be, unfortunately, there are more deaths on our road annually each year. The worst times are Christmas, Easter, Australia Day long weekend, Easter weekend, and any other times in between. But the numbers of youth that die on our roads is an absolute national tragedy. I had a friend of mine who I knew for a number of years. He died at 21 years old. He was killed in a car accident that was unnecessary and should never have happened. When I found out was just after I'd finished year 12, and I found out on the night of my school formal. I was absolutely devastated. His whole family never recovered. So, also, if you think drinking and driving's cool, think again. So many people drive without thinking of the consequences for others. Someone's loved one may never come home that night because of an accident someone caused because of drinking and driving or having drugs in their system. Please, for the safety of yourselves and others, learner drivers, I am pleading with you to think. If you think a night out with mates is all well and cool, and then drinking and then getting behind the wheel, think again. Because the numbers of children without parents who have died due to car accidents is on the rise. And if we don't stop it, then it'll just be teaching the next generation to do the same thing. I have dealt with this tragedy in my own family. My cousin, he was 33 years old. He was killed in a car accident because he was an anaesthetist at a hospital. Right? He was tired and he didn't think of the consequences. And that's when he hit a semi-trailer and he died. And that news came to my family on my father's birthday. My mum was devastated. She could not stop crying. The youngest of his 3 children was only 18 and a half months old when he lost his own father. So it was up to their mother to raise all 3 of those children without their dad. So I ask you, is driving tired worth the risk? And I also would like to ask you, is drinking and driving worth the risk to kill someone else? Or with drugs in your system, think twice before you drive. You may end up saving someone's life, including your own or someone else you love. If you know someone has been drinking too much and they are going to drive home, my advice is to take their car keys and say, no, you are not driving home tonight. Because I don't want to be at your funeral, and I do not want to see the carnage of an accident where you've killed somebody else. Because what's worth the risk here? It's not worth the risk. I am asking you all now, think before you drive. The amount of deaths on our roads is just unnecessary. I'm sorry I'm getting upset right now, but the reason I am like this is because I've lost people I love in car accidents. My cousin, he was driving in pouring rain on New Year's Eve with his first wife to see his family because he felt obligated to do so. And he was fatigued. It's not worth it. He ended up in a car accident. His wife died on impact. 26 years old she was. He was devastated. He was never the same. Like, when I saw him after that accident, that tore me apart inside. Like, I'd never thought it would affect me as much as it did. When I saw him suffer the loss of his wife, I thought, no more. No one should have to die like that. And I've seen car accidents, and there was when I was on a family holiday with my family in 1998, there was this car that was on its roof and two small children in the back. The children just close to my sister and her friends. It's not the first accident they've been in. The father was, I don't know, drunk or something, but that is why I'm saying to you all now, stop, think, and have a plan B. Whether it's a taxi, whether it's a designated driver, Uber, or a family friend who hasn't been drinking, I ask you to please take that second option and don't try and be a speed demon and do something stupid to kill somebody else. It's not worth it. Please. Okay. This content, as I said in the start of this video, may upset some, but this is for safety of others. You really need to think of safety here. I've seen way too many accidents to count up on one hand, and the injuries people have sustained are life-changing. I've got a friend who has a brain injury from a car accident. She wrapped herself around a tree, and the doctors told her own parents she may not live. But now, she's permanently brain injured, and she is a Paralympian. But before her accident, she was fine. So I ask you, is a brain injury worth someone else's night of fun, showing off, being stupid, driving with drugs in your system like ice or whatever? I see way too many people thinking it's all funny and whatever when you get your P plates when you're 17 years old. You think you're invincible. You really aren't. Because I've seen accidents I've seen on the news the amount of accidents that have happened and how many people have died. So the National Road Toll speaks for itself. Drive, survive, revive, drive, survive. That is my message. Okay? And I hope you all have a wonderful day all the best, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.